Welcome to Woodstown In Focus for February 2024. I'm Gianna Myerny.
And I'm Cece Zarenko. Woodstown In Focus is a show that takes a look at the great people and awesome things going on at Woodstown High School.
Our first show of 2024 will celebrate some athletic accomplishments, meet the WHS Teacher of the Year, and go behind the scenes of this year's musical.
Up first, the football team had an incredible run this past fall, and reporter Sienna Land looks back on their championship.
The Woodstown High School football team has had great success during the past season. For the first time ever, the 2023 Woodstown football team won the South Jersey Group 1 title. For a school that's been around for over 100 years, Woodstown has a rich and decorated history across all sports. However, the 2023 football team went down in the history books as the first sectional champions, and head coach John Adams is thrilled to have his team make history.
It was awesome, to think about. They've had over 100 years of football here at Woodstown, and to think that in all those years, we've never won a sectional title.
The players themselves were just as thrilled to finally hear a South Jersey Group 1 title. Starting quarterback Max Webb names growing up with his teammates as one of the main factors that led to the prestigious victory.
Just growing up, I've been playing with these kids since we were 6 or 7 years old. I guess the cliche is like a brotherhood almost, just playing the game that we like to play.
Although the 2023 season has concluded, this isn't the end for the Wolverines, as the hopes for the upcoming 2024 season are still sky high. Coach Adams hopes that since the title has been achieved, future teams can seek inspiration from it and reach new heights yet to be obtained.
Other teams will see that banner and they'll want to get their number up there.
Even though Coach Adams is stepping down, the next head coach hopes to continue their winning ways. Congratulations to the football team for winning their first South Jersey Group 1 championship. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Sienna Land.
This year marks the 100th year of musical theater at Woodstown High School. Casey Gannon takes you behind the scenes of this year's musical production of Brigadoon.
The season of art is here. Both musical talents and performing arts come together to create a memorial, once-in-a-lifetime performance. Each year, Woodstown High School produces a rendition of a musical production, and this year's production is the story of Brigadoon. The magical story of Brigadoon was created in the 1940s regarding a small Scottish town that appears one day every century. An American hunter stumbles upon this town and doesn't realize his life is about to be permanently altered after finding the power within love in a town that comes and goes. Throughout the production, the producers have had the opportunity to work with many talented students.
Sometimes we get surprises, and that's really my favorite thing about auditions, is when I'm pretty sure I know who it's going to be, and then somebody comes in and knocks me off my chair.
In order to produce the play, the cast puts in many hours of hard work despite the constant battle of time with school and other activities. After callbacks, the cast immediately gets to work to put forth their best effort to ensure a great show.
So what I usually do is I'll just take the book and I'll read the entire script. That way I'll know the line before mine, the line after mine, my line, because that stuff itself is also pretty important when doing theater, because you have your cues, when to go on and off stage and everything. So
while the cast is hard at work, there are many activities behind the scenes. The production director and orchestra director work together in tying in the different elements of production, which can be a task, especially since there are two casts that are devoting their time to this musical phenomenon.
My job is to make sure that there's enough repetition with singers so that they not only know their parts well enough to perform just cold with the piano, but then once we put the orchestra together, once we put the choreography together and on stage, they've got to be able to keep their parts.
Each year, WHS has put on a fantastic show that families can enjoy. They showcase the bright light within each and every student, and the experience is not one to miss. If you haven't seen a Woodstown High School musical, now's your chance. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm Casey Gannon.
One of the winter sports teams that we don't often get to see in person is the winter track team. Zaire Caesar takes a look at the team and their record-breaking athletes.
In Woodstown High School, you don't often hear about the track team because their meets are an hour away. But through their dedication, you'll start to hear more about them.
The Woodstown track team has made waves this season with breaking school records and 7 athletes qualifying for states. 3 of them have broken school records.
Cole Lucas has basically improved on his record-breaking 800-meter runs that he did for last year. Last year, I believe it was 203 point something, but he ran 2 minutes point some odd seconds this year, so he improved on that. So he's just continuing to break his own record actually for the 800 indoor. We have Leah Cobley, who's going to states for the 55 hurdles. We have the girls 4x14, which consists of Kayla Ayers, Jamie Deal, Irie Steele, and Sarah Seiden. They're all in the 4x4. Also, Jamie Deal for the open 400.
Under the guidance of their coach Teamer, the Woodstown track team has been improving their techniques to ensure peak performance at states. Teamer has been working closely with each athlete to provide personal training to maximize their potential.
I go every day to practice. I don't skip a day. I have my coach Teamer. He helps me out a lot. I also go to Zen Sports in Mantua, and it's like a semi-private training where we do like 1-on-4, and they help me out a lot.
As the Woodstown High School winter track team prepares for states, the entire school and community rallies behind them with their support and encouragement. The athletes dedicate passion and commitment to serve as an inspiration to other students of Woodstown High School.
I like that it's like a big family and that we can talk about anything and everything no matter what. I highly recommend winter track. I think it's one of the best sports here.
The dedication of both the athletes and their coaches will continue to see records being broken. From Woodstown In Focus, I'm Zaire Caesar.
Each year, the community gets involved in helping choose the WHS Teacher of the Year. John Farrow discusses the process and sits down with Mrs. Miller, this year's honoree.
Each year, Woodstown High School sends out a Google form to the community so that they can vote for the Teacher of the Year. This year, the honor was awarded to Mrs. Miller. Teacher of the Year is a great honor that requires a thoughtful process. Here at Woodstown, following the popular vote, a special staff and teacher committee works to narrow down the prospects.
We basically take a look at all the nominations, the number of nominations that any given person received, as well as what was shared by the people who nominated them. From there, we have a collective discussion about who we feel best deserves that honor, and then that's the person that we decide.
According to Mr. Senior, Mrs. Miller has been frequently mentioned in that discussion. Mrs. Miller teaches the middle school and high school, leading our agricultural program. She covers all grade levels and is beloved by many students.
She's just always enthusiastic about whatever she's doing. She's always checking in on you, making sure that you're being successful and you're getting things done, but also how you are doing on a personal level. She's relatable and she kind of helps you figure out what path you want to take in life.
Alongside her character, Mrs. Miller's achievements within the classroom and outside in extracurricular activities like FFA have shown her dedication and that this award was truly well earned. This title is only given to one teacher each year, and Mrs. Miller has continuously shown through her commitment and efforts that she is more than deserving of this honor.
I'm extremely honored to have been selected as the Teacher of the Year for the high school. There are so many teachers doing amazing things every day in their classroom, but it is very rewarding to know that other teachers are also seeing the hard work that my students are putting in and the successes that we're having to be able to select me from the many nominations from this award.
We're very fortunate to have such a phenomenal teacher here working with our students. She's definitely moving our program and our school in the right direction.
Congratulations, Mrs. Miller. We certainly are proud to have someone like you teaching here at Woodstown. For Woodstown In Focus, I'm John Farrell.
Athletics is a huge part of WHS, and just recently, the girls' basketball team had not just one, but 2 players reach the 1,000-point milestone. Jonna Choncarelli has the highlights.
The Woodstown High School girls basketball team has experienced many historic events these past few years, from winning the South Jersey Group 1 championship last season to having 2 juniors score 1,000 career points this year.
Megan Donaldson was the first of the 2 juniors to score her 1,000th point. She joins Woodstown High School history as the 10th girl to score 1,000 points.
I feel really good. I feel accomplished and hitting into my junior season especially because that was one of my goals coming in to high school.
Megan Donaldson and Talia Batavio hit their 1,000th career points in back-to-back games. At 99 points, Talia switched the free throw to join the 1,000-point club.
I think it's a big accomplishment, but let alone junior year, not a lot of people get it, so I think it's really cool.
Both girls have worked together for years to reach this goal. They feed off of each other's energy and love for the game to lead their team to victories.
I think being friends off the court too really helps, and we've been playing together for a long time, so the chemistry is just there.
I just feel like we play really well together, and that we've been playing with each other for a long time, and we just have that chemistry on the court.
Coach John is very proud of her 2 juniors. She has watched them grow since they first played as freshmen.
I mean, that's a lot of points for 2 girls to score, and they do it together.
Coach John admires Megan's determination and Talia's work ethic and feels bittersweet about their senior season.
I mean, they're always coming to practice early, staying late. I feel like they've been here forever, because they've done such big things here. I'm excited, but I'm also kind of sad. My coach's heart is sad because they're going to be gone after the end of next year.
Congratulations to Talia and Megan on this great accomplishment. While Megan looks forward to an amazing senior season, Talia hopes to break the school record. From Woodstown In Focus, I'm Jonna Chancarelli.
And that will do it for Woodstown In Focus's first episode of the year.
For Gianna Maiorini, I'm Cece Zarenko. See you next time with more amazing people and amazing stories.